Hey, we're back in the patio. If there's one thing that Kamado style grill masters struggle with, it's pizza. Have you ever wondered why? Well, there's a lot of things you have to get right. You have to manage that temperature, manage your cook time, all these things that have to come together perfectly for your pie to work. And I know a lot of you have your special tricks and so on. I'm gonna share my setup for the Big Green Egg. It's a pretty standard setup. I know people do foil balls and bricks and all kinds of crazy stuff. I'm not hating on it. If it works for you, that's great. But for those of you that haven't had a lot of experience cooking on a Big Green Egg like this guy here, or a Komodo Kamado that's actually cooking a pizza right now, right there, I'm gonna share some of my tricks for you, so stay tuned. All right, so welcome to the patio. As you can see, there's the Komodo Kamado that's pumping away, working on a pizza for me that's got about 7 minutes to go. This is my Big Green Egg. This is my original Big Green Egg, which I love so much. It's an extra large, which I've never regretted that size. As you can see, here's the ring, and the fire ring has a little indentation there. I'm not using that. I'm putting the plate setter all the way up. Why am I doing that? Because I want to bring this up as high away from the fire as possible. And I know there's great debate about legs up or legs down. I'll tell you why I do legs up. Because I like that I can put the grill on here. That gives me an air gap. Air is a wonderful insulator between the plate setter and the grill. So let me grab that. I'll put it on right now. All right, so you see I've got the grill sitting on the plate setter, and one of the details that I really like about Big Green Egg is just how precise this is. And you know, this fits, there's a little groove in here that these grates fit in. It's just a nice detail. And then I've got a manhole cover of a pizza stone here. Yeah, look at that thing. So this is my setup. It's not fancy. I don't have foil balls and ceramic jugs and all this other stuff. I've had a lot of success with this, and I mean, I can get it hot. I've had flames wicking around the edges here. And so usually I do like a normal Neapolitan style, 14-inch pie here, and I have no issues with that. If I went like real big, I think this is like a 2-foot stone or something like that. If I went that far, I would get burning here on the edge because it's just too close and it gets hot. But you can see the thing I like about the Big Green Egg, there's my finger. It's a thick stone. This thing is heavy, and it just works well. And you can see here, I've got a nice air gap between the stone and the plate setter, which, that gives the heat shield a chance to do what it does. So, I've been kind of making fun of, oh, my next pizza looks like it's done. I've been kind of making fun of the foil balls and the thing, but you know what? I'm not hating on it, and I'll tell you why. The reason people do that is that they're trying to lift this up higher into the dome. And so you can see, like if I'm putting that pizza stone sitting right there, I've got all this room to cook on. It makes sense because you're gonna have a nice high temperature up here, and you're gonna have distance from the heat. So I get it. I understand why people do it. To me, it's just a lot of work, and I don't wanna have all this extra stuff. I already need to have a grill. I already need to have a pizza stone for other things. So I don't have to worry about that. But again, I understand. And if your setup works for you, share it with us. Put it in the comments. Let us know, what your setup is and why you like it. Why does it work for you? Excellent. So it's been a couple minutes. The last pie I ended up cooking for actually 8 minutes, and it was done. So I'm looking at this one now. Oh yeah, it's time to pull this guy. So let me pull this guy and I'll be back. All right, y'all. Next two pies are on. You can see that's doing its thing. And you know, I guess the second here to talk about the difference here with Komodo Kamado. Look how high that's gonna sit in the grill here. So they've done some thinking on this and thought, all right, let's put this high. This is kind of like their version of the, you know, all the home things that folks do. What'd you say? What? You want a sneak peek? I usually don't take a peek while I'm cooking, but you're pretty cool. So, bam! We just threw this one on. You can see it wasn't a perfect, it got stuck on a corner, but that sucker will taste great. Now, one of my top tips for you is get a pizza peel. That's what these guys are called. The one that I have is just one off of eBay. It's nothing fancy. It's from a restaurant supply place. Wood handle, aluminum peel, and you can see I've got a little bit of cornmeal on there from when I was just putting the pizza on. I've got just a few minutes left to go, but the reason I like this is that it really enables you, if we go back over here, if I had the stone on here, it enables you to, you see how thin that is? Super thin. It enables you to really get in there and get your pizza quick, especially if you've got a cooking temp that's high, you want to get a pizza on and off quickly. That is a must-have. All right, son, I don't know about you, but I like my pizza served with a little slice of so you're gonna hear a little bit of that in the background. We've got one more pie on the grill, but here's a little bit of everything. And you know what we're going for is a crust that's really nice and crispy. You can see, well, this one got folded over a little bit, but a really nice crispy crust. That's the ticket. And I said this one got a little bit pinched on the side, but look at that crust, man. That's what I'm talking about. So that's the kind of thing that you take a bite. Did you hear that? That's the crunch for the munch. All right.
Tips. One, keep it simple with your setup. You're really just trying to manage heat, get your stone hot, but not too hot. I only cook at 500 degrees. You don't have to cook at 1,000 degrees like some people say. You're trying to keep your stone up high away from the heat so you don't end up with an overburnt crust. Tools. Get a pizza peel. Use cornmeal. That helps you slide your pies on and off. And use a timer. That's going to help you figure out and learn what the right amount of time is in your grill setup. And then your pie. Don't overload it. Everyone, when you first make pizzas, you get greedy and you want to put too much on there. That just makes it a lot harder to get the cooking done right. Sparing, use a sparing number of toppings. That'll make it easier. And don't over sauce. Also keep the amount of sauce simple there. So good luck. I hope these tips help, and share your tips below. Thanks. Bye.